What's up, guys? I'm at my setup right now, and in today's video I want to actually show you guys a piece of technology you may have never heard of before, and that is an HDBaseT, which is this thing right here underneath my Steam Deck dock. There it is. That is the transmitter, and the receiver is connected to my TV and here. And I'm going to talk about what it is, what it does, and why I think you should get one if your circumstances are similar to mine. So let's get into it. Really quick before we continue the rest of the video, I just want to let you guys know my reasoning behind getting an HDBaseT, and it's pretty simple. I wanted to be able to play my PC games on my TV, in my living room, on my couch with a console-like experience. And while I do have a PlayStation 5, having to repurchase every single game that I would want to play in my Steam library would just be way more expensive than getting an HDBaseT. So that's why I did. I do have a PS5, and it is also capable of 4K 60, just like my PC, but there's a lot of games I play that I just don't want to have to buy again. I wish when you bought a game, you could play that game on every platform, but that's just not how it works, and it really bothers me. But I just wanted to be able to play my games on my TV, on the comfort of my couch. And so I've had a Rocat couch keyboard for a long time, and I had a wireless mouse lying around, so I did some research, and I landed on HDBaseT as the best solution. And with it, I can push 4K 60 to my TV. And I know I have a 4090 in my PC, and it is capable of beyond 60 Hertz at 4K, but my TV is only 4K 60. So getting a 4K 120 HDBaseT would have been redundant because my TV can't handle 120 Hertz at 4K. And if I'm sitting on the couch in front of the TV, I'm not going to be sweating in COD. I'm going to be chilling, playing something like Cyberpunk, maybe something like Ready or Not, some of the new Witcher update, but I'm not going to be playing anything super sweaty like I would at my desk. And so that's just the reasoning behind why I got it. And now let's just continue the video where I explain how it all works. So what an HDBaseT allows me to do is have another display from my graphics card, another monitor, but I can put it pretty much wherever I want in my apartment. And you could do this in a house too. All you need is a transmitter, receiver, HDMI cables, and a USB to plug into your computer, and a long Ethernet cable. So, plugged into the transmitter, I have an HDMI out of my graphics card, USB that plugs into the back of this that allows this to receive keyboard and mouse presses, and then I also have a long Ethernet cable and power plugged in. Now I have the power plugged into a smart switch, so when I don't want to use this, I can just turn it off easily. So I'm going to pull up my display settings and show you what it looks like right now. And so here we have display settings, and you can see I only have 3 monitors plugged in at the moment. So now I'm going to turn on the HDBaseT, so that light turns blue, and I also have this set up to Alexa and everything. And just like that, here in a couple seconds, we should have a 4th display show up. There it goes. Okay, takes it a second sometimes. And so that 4th display is actually my TV, which is out here in my living room. So this long Ethernet cable that runs along my floor, which I need to vacuum, noted, goes all the way here to my TV, and it plugs into the receiver, in which I have HDMI outs. There's that long Ethernet cable, and it also provides power over Ethernet, so you don't even have to plug that into the wall. You can see it lighting up, so it is working. And then I have this long cable, which I can plug into this thing right here, which is a couch keyboard. And using this, I can actually play my games on my TV. So let me show you an example. And right here we can see I'm at my desktop. And what I usually do is get Steam, and I put it into big picture mode. And I have this set as my default display for big picture mode when it's plugged in and powered on. And then like this keyboard is plugged into the receiver, and it literally sends the signal from right here all the way to my gaming PC, which is in that room back there, with like no delay. So press enter to open this, and it just works, Move my mouse, it just works. Your computer basically just sees this as an additional display. And with a long Ethernet cable, you could theoretically put a transmitter in your gaming room upstairs, and then a receiver in your living room downstairs, get a couch keyboard like this right here. This is the Rocat Sova. I love this thing. And you can just play your games on your TV in another room. So I'm going to go ahead and load up Cyberpunk 2077 here. Actually, you know what? I'm going to load up The Witcher. I'll do Cyberpunk. I know The Witcher just got its brand new ray tracing update, and I haven't really messed around with that too much. But we're going to go ahead and load into Cyberpunk 2077 here. So Cyberpunk still opened up in, let's see here, video 3440 by 1440, even though that's not correct. So 3840 by 2160, apply. That's actual 4K. There we go. And this is a 75-inch 4K TV from LG, by the way. And I'm just going to hit continue game, and it should just throw me to where I was. It loads pretty fast, too, on my new build. It's actually crazy. It loads like 3 times as fast. And here we are in Cyberpunk 2077 at 4K. And it just works, right? Like, you can move around. I don't know what my FPS is, so is there a way for me to turn on the FPS counter on Steam? Okay. I don't really use big picture mode all that often. I don't tinker with it. I just kind of play my games. So can I Alt-Z? Okay, here we go. This might be able to give us some performance stats. HUD layout, performance, position, FPS. All right, let's close out of this. So we're getting 127 FPS, but that's just in the menus. Okay, end game, we're getting 128 FPS. Now this is only a 60 hertz TV, so that is a little redundant. But still, with the power of an HDBaseT, you can play your games in any room. So, I mean, I just think this thing's really cool, and I wanted to make a quick video about it and show you guys, because Cyberpunk 2077 is open on my TV right here. But if we just follow this cord, my computer is all the way back here. So my phone died right there recording the video, but I do want to just give you guys my final thoughts. And I think HDBaseTs are honestly really cool. And if you're in a situation where you have a room where your kids frequent, maybe like a living room or maybe like a game room or something, and you want to be able to play your PC games in there while still keeping an eye on your kids, that's just an example of somebody who could use this technology and be able to play their PC games wherever they want. And if you own your house, you can run the cable through the wall, so you don't just have to have it along the floor like I do, because I can't do that at my apartment. You could not only make it look better, but it's practical. Maybe you have a theater room. Maybe your family's loaded. You have a nice theater room at your house. Or maybe you have a TV in your bedroom and your gaming PC's in a room that you don't want to be in at night because maybe it's too close to your brother's room, for example, right? Maybe your computer is in a room that's too close to the rest of the family, but you still want the option to play games late at night and not bother anybody. There you go. HDBaseT. It's got its uses. And it's just a really cool piece of technology. And I really see nothing about it on YouTube. None of the bigger tech channels talk about it. And I just think it's really cool because you can use your PC games and use your computer pretty much at any room at the house. I believe at some point you will notice performance loss with maybe a 200-foot Ethernet cable, right? But with a 50-foot Ethernet cable, I can plug my computer into my TV in the living room, basically, without having to pick it up and lug it across the apartment, because that would just get annoying. And this gives me the ability to have a couch console experience with games that I have on PC that I just don't want to have to buy again. And that really is the benefit here. If you want to be able to sit on the couch and play your games, but you don't have to repurchase them on your console, or if you just straight up don't have a console, this is cheaper than all the consoles on the market right now. So you could just get one of these, not even buy a console, and then bam, you can have a console-like experience. And so I'll have a link to some of the stuff shown down in this video. I'll have a link to the HDBaseT I have, as well as some alternative options for 1080p, as well as 4K 120. And I'll also have the couch keyboard I use and wireless mouse down below. So if this is something that you're interested in doing, I highly recommend it if you have the money for it, because it just makes the experience to be able to use your computer wherever you want really nice. And I know it seems a little silly, seems a little goofy, but when you have that itch, it's nice to be able to just kick back on the couch, get a snack, maybe get some hot chocolate because it's wintertime, right? And just play your games on your TV in your living room. Because let's face it, sitting on a desk chair 24/7 is not that comfortable unless you have a really expensive Herman Miller, which I don't. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you learned something here, because I don't see many people talking about this kind of thing on YouTube. And I think the HDBaseT is really cool. So if you learned something, let me know down below. Also, let me know down below if you think you're going to get one, because I want to know. You guys are cool. Thanks for supporting me. It's awesome. But yeah, that's all I have to say for this video. Let me know if you learned something. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.